What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Freshwater Fish. I'm your host, Sharkbait, and today I'm going to be telling you how I completely remodeled my 20-gallon aquarium to be a complete live bearing tank, all live plants, real wood, real rock, neon tetras, the whole works. It looks absolutely beautiful. Let's jump right into today's video. So to start out with this build, I had to go ahead and tear apart the old aquarium. That means taking out the filter, the heater, the filtration, the old substrat, all the water. I had to tear everything out and do a complete remodel. Super quick tip. One thing that I'm doing right now, this is what I do when I usually get my used tanks off of Craigslist, or if I get them from a friend, I usually like to do what we call bleaching the tank. And that's where you put some regular old bleach inside the bottom of your aquarium, and then you get some paper towels like this. You put just enough in there so that, as you can see, got just enough in the bottom. You take it just like this, and you rub down all of your aquarium. This helps to get off any algae that is inside your aquarium, off the seals and things like that. Gets off some of that stubborn hard water and things like that. You can also do this with vinegar. However, vinegar smells a lot worse. So it's all personal preference. If you don't feel safe using bleach, it is 100% safe to use on the aquariums. I've done it on all of mine. I've seen a lot of professionals do it. It's completely safe to use on the aquarium as long as you dry it out and then wash it out thoroughly. It will not hurt any of your fish inside the tank at all. It just helps to get some of that stubborn algae and stuff off the sides of your aquarium. So guys, another thing I did is I'm bleaching the filter itself. This is just a regular hang on the back filter. I've got it in about a 5-gallon bucket with a combination of water and bleach, and this is supposed to help get off all that crust down algae and hard water and stuff like that. It'll eat away at it slowly. So alright guys, so I just got done bleaching the aquarium. It's all clean. As you can see, the substrate is out, the filter is out, everything is completely out, and we're going to be completely redoing this aquarium to be a planted CO2 aquarium with tiny little neon tetras, some angelfish, and it's going to be really beautiful when it's all finished. So let's go to the store and get some supplies. We got some stuff ordered already, and it's going to be on the way in these next couple days here. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so I just got back from the store. Let me run down what we're going to be using for the bottom layer of this planted aquarium. To start out, we're going to start out with the base layer, fluval stratum planting soil. This is great for a lot of different plants. It gives them nutrients and things like that. Heading over top of that, I'm going to be putting some white sand aquatic substrate down. This just gives it a nice look, kind of gives it a little bit of color. Gives the plants a little bit something to hold on to. And I also got some Siru rock. I know I didn't say that right, but you know what? Whatever. For the life of me, I can't pronounce it, so let's get into aquascaping this thing. So guys, a quick tip that I do when putting sand into my aquarium is I typically take some sand, put it into a 5-gallon bucket, just a small bit of it, and run some water over it to make sure that it's not cloudy and that it's not dirty and things like that. If it seems all right and you like it, you're good to put it in the aquarium. If it is dirty, you can go ahead and wash the whole bag if you would like. Alright guys, so we got our substrate in there, we got our sand, and we got our fluval stratum. So the base layer is done, as you can see. Now it's time to play with some rocks and see how we want to fit these in there. Let's tear it open, set them in there, and see how it looks. Alright guys, so I think that looks pretty good so far. I'm going to now use some aqua glue to secure this all in place. And we'll keep going on the build. The idea I want to have here is have some rock structure over here for the fish to swim in and out of, and then I want to have a nice spiderwood tree over here with a bunch of java ferns and things like that, and have some rotala growing out the back and some nice carpeting up front. So let's keep going on the build. Alright guys, so this is the build. What we got so far, we got kind of a rock structure over here with a little cave for the fish to swim in and out of. We got it secure with a little bit of sea-chem glue. It shouldn't move too much. Usually when the water comes in, it's going to put a lot of pressure in on it, so it all should kind of lock together just right. Now we're going to go get some wood, and we're going to put the wood in here. We got the CO2 coming in a couple days, and we got the plants coming in a couple days, but we'll get the wood boiling and stuff like that. We'll have it in here, and then we might start adding some water just now, just to make sure that everything looks correct. So guys, I just got home with some of the spiderwood for the aquarium. I'm just kind of setting it in there and seeing how I want to have it. And as soon as I like it, I'm thinking this looks pretty good right here. I like to have the stones in the front kind of covering the roots. I'm going to put a little bit of sand over that back stick back there and build up the back here just a small bit. And then we're going to go ahead and boil the wood, so let's keep going.
After I boiled the wood, I went over to Petco and grabbed some dwarf grass and little smaller carpeting plants, and I decided to plant some of those inside the substrate just to kind of fill in that back corner a little bit.
Alright guys, so our new aquarium CO2 generator just arrived in the mail from Amazon. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. Start out with, we got the instructions, user manual. We'll set that aside. Open it up here. And this is actually everything that comes inside. We got the base of it here. We have the check valve right there. We got the little funnel that collapses. We have ourselves the CO2 regulator. We also have the little on-off switch, the easy off switch, I should say. Got ourselves the airline tubing, some rings, that's good to always have, a couple of the suction cups, the stereo vial, and yeah, so we'll be setting it up here pretty soon. Alright guys, so we got our new plants that just arrived in the mail. We got our Rotala, got our Cryotip, our Nubius, and we got our foreground. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this one. I'll just link it in the video. The link for all of these plants will be in the bio below. If you guys want to go ahead and get yourself some, go to Bruce Plant Store. They got everything you need. So check them out. Okay guys, so this is the perfect learning opportunity right here. So as you can see behind me, the tank is very cloudy looking, okay? Now I will say that I don't have a filter on right here now. The hang on the back filter is not on there right now. However, this should not be this color. And the reason why it is this color is because I haven't boiled the wood long enough. So we're gonna pull it out and we're gonna boil it longer. Now what I like to do is I like to boil the wood, dump the water out, put more water in, and do a cycle on it until I know that this water is going to be clear when I put this wood in here. So let's do that. Alright guys, so here's the update of what the tank looks like right now. I've got the tetras in there, I've got some guppies, I've also got some red-eyed tetras. The plants have been growing a little bit. As you can see, there's a few different ones. We got the Ludowiga on the right, we got the Rotala rolling up right through the middle, we got the Anubias, and we got some water sprite as well as we got some cryptic over here, got the Amazon sword in the back, and we got some more Rotala on the left there. Overall, guys, I'm going to give this tank about 3 months to do a complete cycle of itself. The plants are going to be growing in fully as they are already. The tetras are already colonizing together, which is absolutely beautiful. Now, I know I said in the beginning that I was going to be adding angelfish. I've decided against that. The reason for that being is because this is such a small tank that the tetras themselves against that green background and all those colors together just really makes it a very aesthetic look. So if you want to make this build at home yourself, you can go ahead and do that with just tetras. You don't need angelfish and all these other guys in there. But like I said, we're going to be doing a 3-month update on this, so stay tuned for that. I'll link all the supplies in the bio below. If you have any comments or questions, leave a comment down below. Make sure to get your merch. I'll see you all in the next video. Hope you all have a great day.